One day I was talking with a good friend of mine, my boy down south. He looked at me, he said, "See." I said, "Yeah, man." My partner said, "You ain't had no good loving until you had just a country girl loving." I said, "Oh yeah." He replied, "Best thing since sliced bread." Next thing he said, "I'm finna take you where they at." And I said, "Man, where they at, man?" He said, "Just come on and take a ride with me." Y'all listen to my story about this country girl. See, I was riding with my partner down the back road, headed to a spot that I ain't never seen before. Got my boots and you know I got my brim on. Gon' get my head bad soon as all this hen gone. We pulled up to the spot, my. I seen this fine thing on a side by side. Hey, baby looking so good. I know I'm finna have me a time in the woods. Listen, if God made any other kind of woman, he must've kept it to himself. I went down to the trail ride. I had to see for myself. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. Don't have the kitchen smelling good on a Sunday. Talking about them country girls. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. They real fine and they got some good loving. Talking about them country girls. I swear this country girl, man, got my mind gone. Camo shirt with her dukes and her boots on. Don't live with mama, baby girl, got her own home. She bout her business, plus she fine, man, she grown. And with them country girls, man, I like them all. Slim, thick, red, black, short or tall. Yeah. Baby girl, a go-getter. You gotta have more than some money just to get her. Listen, if God made any other kind of woman, he must've kept it to himself. I'm glad I went to the trail ride. I got to see for myself. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. Don't have the kitchen smelling good on a Sunday. Talking about them country girls. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. They real fine and they got some good loving. Talking about them country girls. I like them country girls down in Alabama. Them Georgia peaches from Atlanta to Savannah. The Carolinas, Florida, and Louisiana. Talking about them country girls. Tennessee, Arkansas, talking Texas. Ain't about no drama, ain't no bringing up no exes. In Mississippi, man, you know they stay ready. Talking about them country girls.
Hey, everybody. Guess what? It is Monday, another week full of the vibe, full of laughter, full of conversation on the Live with Vickey P show. You guys, I am super excited about my guest tonight and Wednesday. But my guest tonight, he is and it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little different, but that's what we do on the Live with Vickey P show. You know, we want to get everybody involved on the Live with Vickey P show, but he's a DJ. And I have partied with this DJ. And when I tell you guys, man, that's all I can say is man. I can't wait until I get him on here so we can have a good time, so y'all can get to know who is DJ down south. But first, you guys know what I have to do. I have to send a shout out to my sponsors. My sponsors are A Level Up Management Company, A Level Up Promotions, Bussin' Unlimited, The Boss Chicks of Augusta, Joker's Comedy on the Move, and Toast the Event Bar. Like I said, he came to Alabama with C. Lindsay, and you would have thought, all I'm gonna say is they put on a show. I mean, literally, they put on a show. We danced from the time they got there to the time they left. And that's why I was super excited when I finally got him booked on the Live with Vickey P show, because I was like, you know what? I don't ever have DJs on my show. I had one, but I would like to have DJs on the show so we can kind of get into the minds of the DJ when they back there doing they whatever. But until he come on, what I'm gonna do, the song that I played is the song by C. Lindsay, which that's the song DJ Down South was playing, not playing, with C. Lindsay. And that's my favorite song. So I am going to play that. And you guys, let's jam off this one more time. And it's called Country Girls, C. Lindsay. And C. Lindsay is actually on here. Hey, boo. Hey, here we go.
So bitch, did this.
One day I was talking with a good friend of mine, my boy down south. He looked at me, he said, "C." I said, "Yeah, man." My partner said, "You ain't had no good loving until you had just a country girl loving." I said, "Oh yeah." He replied, "Best thing since sliced bread." Next thing he said, "I'm finna take you where they at." And I said, "Man, where they at, man?" He said, "Just come on and take a ride with me." Y'all listen to my story about this country girl. See, I was riding with my partner down the back road, headed to a spot that I ain't never seen before. Got my boots and you know I got my brim on. Gon' get my head bad soon as all this hen gone. We pulled up to the spot, my. I seen this fine thing on a side by side. Hey, baby looking so good. I know I'm finna have me a time in the woods. Listen, if God made any other kind of woman, he must've kept it to himself. I went down to the trail ride. I had to see for myself. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. Don't have the kitchen smelling good on a Sunday. Talking about them country girls. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. They real fine and they got some good loving. Talking about them country girls. I swear this country girl, man, got my mind gone. Camo shirt with her dukes and her boots on. Don't live with mama, baby girl, got her own home. She bout her business, plus she fine, man, she grown. And with them country girls, man, I like them all. Slim, thick, red, black, short or tall. Yeah. Baby girl, a go get her. You gotta have more than some money just to get her. Listen, if God made any other kind of woman, he must've kept it to himself. I'm glad I went to the trail ride. I got to see for myself. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. Don't have the kitchen smelling good on a Sunday. Talking about them country girls. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. They real fine and they got some good loving. Talking about them country girls. I like them country girls down in Alabama. Them Georgia peaches from Atlanta to Savannah. The Carolinas, Florida, and Louisiana. Talking about them country girls. Tennessee, Arkansas, talking Texas. Ain't about no drama, ain't no bringing up no exes. In Mississippi, man, you know they stay ready. Talking about them country girls.
Yes. Talking about them country girls from Alabama to Georgia to South Carolina. Is nothing like a country girl. She's about that business and she got her own money. If y'all agree, put some hearts on this page. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some promotions while we wait for DJ Down South to come on. So here we go. I am going to start with, I will be hosting a women empowerment event on this Saturday. Yes, it has came up so fast. November the 16th from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Oxford Civic Center. There will be networking, speakers, fellowshipping, more games, crime, you name it. It is going to be deep. It's going to be very deep, and I'm very excited. And my speakers are, I have Pastor Damian Dawson. I have my daughter that will be emceeing. I have my wonderful husband, Deacon William White. My first lady, Mashonda Burwell. I have my pastor, Pastor Tyson Burwell. I have the Southern Soul Diva, Miss Janelle Moore, and I have author / entrepreneur, Miss Sheila Carrington. So you guys, I am so excited about this event. It is called Turning Pain into Purpose. So we're going to walk in one way, but when we walk out, we're going to walk out another way. All right. Comedy. Greenwood Comedy Fest starring Brumman from the fifth floor. November the 15th. It is hosted by Jokers Comedy on the Move. If you guys are interested in tickets or just more information, you can go to their social media, Jokers Comedy on the Move. That is on November the 15th, Greenwood, South Carolina. November the 16th, they will have pretty much the same show, maybe a few different comedians, but Brumman will be on this show also. And this will be in Augusta, Georgia on November the 16th. December 13th, we have Mr. T. Rayner's birthday bash in Humboldt, Tennessee, you guys. This is going to be the party that you don't want to miss. Humboldt, Tennessee. I had never heard of Humboldt, Tennessee until he explained to me where it's at. But if you're interested in any details, you can go to either William Rayner's social media page or T. Rayner's social media page. Excuse me, guys. Y'all, I'm slurring or something. All right. The Lady Songbird, Genders and Howard's 50th and 55th birthday celebration. This will be at Jamming Moments, 519 Broad Street, Augusta, Georgia, hosted by none other me, y'all. Y'all see me on this flyer. Don't act like y'all don't see me. Come on and join us. This is going to be a semi-formal occasion. Hunter Green, Burgundy, we're going to dance. We're going to just laugh. We're just going to have a wonderful night, December 14th. All right. This is going to be a sweater Christmas party at the VFW Post 2872 in Athens, Georgia, December the 21st. Listen, it's so much stuff going on, you guys. So don't be sitting in the house this Christmas and Thanksgiving acting like you don't have nothing to do. Y'all put on some clothes and get out this house. All right, now booking. Call Tanya, which is my sister, 404-307-5445 to book Southern Soul artists. The Houston, I say Houston, but I think it's the Houston County Cowboy. And she is also booking for Miss Poochie, baby. So if you guys are interested in booking Miss Poochie and the Houston County Cowboy, please give my sister a call, 404-307-5445. All right, that was a lot, like a whole lot. But guess what? We're getting ready to turn this thing all the way up. Here we go. Hey.
Hey, Miss Sonya, Lord, I'm calling you sister.
It's okay.
Look, she was trying to help me through all this while ago. I was trying to get on and everything. So, Miss Vickey, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. But we here now. We here.
Listen, I don't know what StreamYard doing. They got all this stuff going on now. I'm like, now wait a minute. You making my clients do too much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I had to run 140 miles an hour, my lights on, emergency lights, blowing my horn, trying to park this big rig, get
Wait,
on this interview with you.
wait, whoa, now, wait, now. Be
But we here, we
careful.
here, we here.
We here, and I'm so glad that we are here because I get to talk to you because I have experienced
Yes, ma'am.
who DJ South is on
Yes,
that
ma'am.
microphone. I and we parted up something that night.
Look, let me tell you something. You all showed so much love up there. Oh my goodness, so much love. It tickled me when we was in the little camper. See, Lindsay was like, man, bro, I can get used to this, man. I'm talking about they feeding us good. And, hey, you made us feel like somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all traveled, y'all came that far to show us a good time. And,
Yes, ma'am.
we just have great hospitality in Anniston, Alabama. That's what
Yes,
we
ma'am.
do. We want y'all to come back. So I
Yes,
had
ma'am.
to cook a little bit and got y'all, something to cool y'all a little bit to drink, relax, get right. Cause y'all got VIP service over here. That's how we
Yes,
do.
ma'am. Yes,
That's how
ma'am.
we do.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
let's get into it.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
long have you been a DJ?
Is let's see. This March would be like around 17, 18 years. And honestly, I wasn't trying to. Uh I was with one of my friends or whatever, and we had went to a party. He was DJing. I was just riding with him, and someone supposed to came and pick me back up. So that was back during the time when it was CDs or whatever. And so
Mhm.
it was a lot of younger people there, and so his CDs was scratching real bad. And he looked at me to my what to do. I said, man, I don't know. I said, man, you got a microphone? And he was like, yeah. So I just got to run in my mouth or whatever, and so got to playing the CDs. So when my ride came for me to leave, he was like, nah, man, I need you to stay here. So I like, okay. So I stayed there. So once that was over with or whatever, the guy that was the owner, asked the guy, he was like, well, how did I do? He was like, well, y'all did good, but if you come back, make sure you bring him with you, talking about me. So
Mhm.
I did that like two more times. And so you got to keep in mind, my homeboy that I was with, he was renting the equipment from someone else. Then, so he had to pay him, get his little bit, and then give me some. So I felt like I was doing all the work. So I was like, you know what? I'm finna see what I can do. So my dad, he been DJing like, well, he did radio for like 40 years. So I had told him, I was like, Pop, man, I think I want to DJ. So he kind of laughed. He was like, well, okay, if you for real about it, we'll see what we can do. So Miss Vick, I took my whole income tax, like 900 some dollars, whole income tax.
Woo,
And
that was a lot.
so I went and I got me two speakers. He took me to Mississippi Music. I got me two little small 12s and a mixing board, a little small mixing board. And so he was like, "That's all." And I was like, "Pop, what about I ain't got nothing to play with." He's like, "Come on, let's go." So we go down to Walmart. So I'm trying to figure out what we're doing going to Walmart. We go into Walmart and we go back to the electronics department. So when we get back there, he asked the guy, he said, "I need your basic DVD player that you have. Only thing I need is forward, backwards, and stop and play." So he got me two of those. And so he was like, "Here go your CD players right here." So I'm looking, and he was like, "If you do what you're supposed to do, you'll have your money back before the summer over with." I had my money back in like 2 months. So from then
Wow.
on, I've been blessed, and I just been running with it.
Wow. And you know what? You have the perfect voice.
Yes,
You remember
ma'am.
I told you, I said you
Yes,
have the
ma'am.
perfect, like you have radio voice
Yes,
also.
ma'am.
You have the perfect voice when you're on that microphone. I
Yes,
mean,
ma'am.
it's flawless. So
Yes,
were
ma'am.
you nervous when you first took the microphone and
Not really. Not really. Because like well, where I was like in Equipment, Mississippi. That's like 30 miles from my hometown. I'm from Waynesboro, Mississippi. So I really didn't know anyone. So, but no, I'm not. And like I have a lot of people ask me, do I be nervous when I be on the microphone? Like my thing is like once I'm on the microphone, I'm in the world all by myself. And like when I go to a party, my favorite thing to do, like a wedding reception, any kind of party, I try to look out into the crowd and find everybody. I like to make sure everybody is vibing. And if you're not vibing, then now I'm synced in on you like you don't say something about my mom or something. So now my objective is to try to make you move. So,
mm-hmm.
but my favorite thing is to see an older person that hadn't been out in a long time and they get out and they enjoy themselves or whatever. That means the world to me right there. That's what
Wow.
it really
Well,
means to me.
I mean, you have, and I was gonna ask what type of, or do you have a favorite genre of music that you like to play?
Uh, well, Southern Soul Blues, old school. Um, like that right there. That's my favorite type of music. Like when I first started or whatever, I had went to a few events and I looked at a whole lot young without the hair on my face, and a couple older people come up to me and they'll be like, "Now you know this is a grown folk party, right?" I was like, "Yes, sir." But yeah, I'm just making sure you know this is a grown folk party. I'm like, "Yes, sir, yes, sir." So I'd be like, "Well, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do at the end of the night, come holler at me." And so later on they'll come back, "Oh, I enjoyed myself." That make me feel real good. But just like I say, just going out trying to make everybody have a good time. And like myself, I don't do all the mixing and scratching. That's a blessing and a talent to know how to do. But my main thing is I like to make people laugh and I like to talk on the microphone. I like to interject with the crowd, and that's my thing right there. So it's been working for me. I'm gonna keep trying to make that thing work.
That's right. That's right. So if you were booked for just say a wedding and they only like country music, so you
I tell you what, that was just last month. I did a Navy ball in Meridian, Mississippi, and it wasn't very many people that looked like me and you in there. So
Mhm.
I had did my homework. They dropped me off in there, and hey, with my mouth and the little music I had, we made that thing work, and I, they did pretty good. Everybody congratulated me. So,
All
I
right.
mean, I download music all the time. So, if you drop me off pretty much anywhere, I can kind of feel my way around. And like I say, and what I feel I'm slacking it, I do a little talking or whatever, try to make people laugh. But mainly the main thing is about I want everyone to interact and have a good time. So when they leave somewhere with DJ Down South, I want them to say, man, that little young man did a great job.
Yes,
Did a
yes,
great
yes,
job.
yes. So you can come up with your own playlist if they don't give you a playlist. You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
like so you will
Yes, ma'am.
study it and say, okay, this is,
Yes,
and
ma'am. The first thing I do, I ask like what age group is it? And
hmm
once I find like what age group it is, then I'll start doing my own little playlist around it or whatever. I do my little homework on that. Hey,
yeah.
Miss Vicky, I consider myself like a jack-legged preacher. I like try to touch everybody when I go
Eh,
somewhere.
That's right. Because if you just put yourself just here, think about all of this out here. I
Yes,
mean,
ma'am.
it might be money right here, but think about if you can do, all of it.
Yes,
Hey, that's
ma'am.
more money because you
Yes,
may
ma'am.
have some DJs that only do R&B or
Yes, ma'am.
only do country,
Yes, ma'am.
so yeah, you I think you're doing the right thing. So other than do you offer any type of services like lighting, video screens, or anything with your
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Well, I just have like my regular little lights or whatever. I ain't got no big light show, but just my
Okay.
regular little lights and just do that and just try to roll with it like that.
And I know we talked about the equipment when you first got started.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
let's talk about the equipment today because it's so different now.
And the thing about it, like I say, I'm going back to my dad again, because like I say, he did like 40 years in radio and DJing, and so he was like, man, he said y'all cheating now. He said you got that laptop. He said you don't cut your crate man out. He said back in the day, he said you have a bunch of crates. You sit up, you go through the records and find everything. He said y'all cheating now, but like now, what a lot of people I feel they don't realize is like your equipment it costs so much, and like the first thing people try to do is try to shortchange the DJ or whatever, but I mean, just the wire. Most of your wires like $35, $40 by itself, and that's not getting into anything else in the speakers. Yeah, you can go get you a speaker that's like $200, $300, but see how far it's gonna get you, and the
Mm.
sound that it's gonna give you. So,
Mhm, mhm.
um,
Yeah,
but
because that's what I was gonna ask. Because a lot of people rather have quantity over quality,
yes, ma'am,
and you when you're DJing, you need that quality because
that quality,
you don't
that
want it to
sound,
sound like the speakers are burst
busted.
or
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, like that. That's
Yes, ma'am.
awful.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Awful. So,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
have a backup plan if something happens while you're DJing?
Well, most of the time, I use the Serato program where nothing is foolproof, but I always have my iPad with me or whatever, and I got a lot of music on my iPad or whatever. So
Mhm.
if that do happen, I can go back to my iPad off that. I just won't be able to blend, ease anything in doing the song. I just got to run my mouth and just try to make it work and just try to make the show keep on going.
Yeah, because I'm sure you have to prepare, and that's anybody. You have to prepare for the what ifs because
Yes, ma'am.
anything could happen,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's the worst thing can happen is to have dead time.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the dance floor can be just jumping. I mean, just you can everybody grooving, and then
Yep. Because see,
and then
sometimes if you lose them, you may not be able to get them back.
yes,
May not be able
yes,
to get them back.
yes. So how do you, if you see everybody they vibing in the chair, because I'm a chair viber, but now I love to dance too. I can't
Yes,
dance,
ma'am.
but I love to. So what's your go-to that you say, okay, I'm getting ready to get them on the dance floor.
Most of the time, if I can go to a good line dancing song,
Yeah, that's
once I
it.
get a couple good line dancing songs or whatever, hey, I'm ready to check some deodorant. Then I'm trying to make somebody sweat. You know what I'm saying? So
That's it.
we're gonna go from
Mhm.
there with that and just try to
That's
keep it
it.
going or whatever. And let's just say if I have a mixed crowd or whatever, and I see a lot of the older people. You know, we ain't gonna say older people. Let's just say I see some people getting tired. Then I ease on to something else, but still try to keep everything going, keep the flow going or whatever. So I just try to
Now
do it like that.
I do notice it's not a lot of slow music being played now.
You ain't never came to a down south party then, Miss Vicky. I'm gonna still play.
Well,
I'm old school. I'm gonna play. Look, I'm gonna still get a little slow jam in here and there. I know a lot of the
yeah,
new stuff now. They don't believe in it. I mean, that's crazy, but
yeah,
uh,
like that's yeah, like slow songs, like they have like literally almost disappeared. Like you be like, wait, no, like us older seasoned people,
yes, ma'am.
we're a little seasoned, that Lowry season. We be wanting to hear a little bit of slow music sometimes. I don't even remember the last party that I went to that I saw anybody even slow dancing.
Wow, wow.
I,
Yeah, it's
I
coming
don't,
more and more extinct. It really is. And then the music is. Well, we ain't gonna get in that. The music, some of the music just changes so crazy. But hey, if somebody getting a dollar off of it, it ain't my job to knock it.
that's
So, but
exactly. How do you, like I said, when you got a mixed crowd, you may have now because it's a lot of young people love Southern Soul now.
yes, ma'am.
Like they love it, they love the line dances, they love it. But how do you keep when you have that mixed crowd, how do you keep it for both parties to be just still interested and still like, oh, okay, okay.
Well, like I say, I try to touch everyone or whatever. Now if it's a younger, I might get like two younger songs or whatever. I ain't saying like no shoot 'em up, bang bang, but two younger, songs or whatever. And then after that, before my older people start, oh wait a minute now, it's about time for me to go. But before that right there, I'm gonna come back over there. I'm right back at you.
Okay, I
So
got you. I got you.
I try not to go nowhere and get lost over there. And in certain music. Might do a little booty shaking. Might do a
Uh,
little light
uh,
rap, little old school R&B, little
okay,
Mary
okay,
J,
all right.
then come back some King George, LPJ, or C. Lindsay. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
So,
That's what I'm talking about now. That's what I'm
yes,
talking about.
ma'am.
Because I like some of Glorilla,
Yes,
you know,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
and let me see who else do I don't know nobody else, but I like Glorilla. Oh, I
Yes,
like
ma'am.
Megan Thee Stallion, some
Yes,
of her
ma'am.
stuff now, but so I bob my head to Glorilla,
Yes,
especially when
ma'am.
she said glow, however that song go.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
do you take requests
Yes,
like if
ma'am. I
somebody
do.
you
Yes,
do?
ma'am. I do. Yes, ma'am. I do. My job every time I go somewhere is to make everybody feel like if they paid me for a party, that they don't got their money what they did. I mean, what they paid for. I don't care if it's two people, 200 people. I'm gonna give the same energy
That's
because
what's
another thing I keep going back to, like what my father told me, you never know who watching you. So I'm gonna give 110% every time, every
I
time.
was I was somewhere, I can't remember, but it was this DJ, and I mean every time he played something, they was like, play something else, play something else. And he would always get mad. And so then we were somewhere else at more like a personal event, and he was
Yes,
the
ma'am.
DJ, and one of the guys was like, "No, come here, start playing that mess." And he got mad. He
Yes,
got
ma'am.
mad, and he told him, he said, "This ain't your party. You don't tell me what to play."
Yes, ma'am.
So they were just going back and forth. But he was the type of DJ. He didn't want you to request nothing.
Well, I'm not like that because like I say, it may be a funny thing about it. First time I heard Too Long, I was in a club that I played in Laurel, King George, Too Long, and it was kind of a mixed club, but the first part of the night is like more old R&B and
Mm-hmm.
blues, and so young lady came up. She was like, "Hey, down south, I need you to play that Too Long." I said, "Hold on, babe. We started playing it after 11:30." She like, "No, no, no, no. That's a blues song." And I was like, "Well, okay, I'll check it out." So I listened to it. I like, okay, I like this. But like I say, I never heard that. So if you get stuck in your ways thinking you know everything, man, you messing up already. But
I'm
now you can't
telling you,
take every request, but
right,
just have your
right.
ears open to open mind.
Right,
Open
right.
mind.
Because it's hilarious when somebody say, "Can you play such and such?" Hey, don't come back up here, no,
Yes, ma'am.
back up here no more, like for real. So, do you? And of course, I'm sure you do because business is business. At the end of the
Yes, ma'am.
day, written contracts,
Yes.
like yeah,
Well,
yeah.
most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do the contracts. I take a deposit and then I tell them once I arrive, I need my back end right then.
But
We can't start until I be don't got that back end because I can't wait to hear well my sister post did this and her car broke down. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
right.
I just
That's
try to get my
right.
back end once I get there.
And that's the contract.
Yes, ma'am.
So, because you have to text,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have to.
And
So
don't take note, and I don't take checks. Cash,
I know that's right.
cash,
Then when you
cash.
leave and try to take it to the bank, it's no good.
Yes, ma'am. Cash.
Yeah. And like you said, get your money before you even
Yes, ma'am.
no, not I'll be back. Get your money.
Yes,
Cause
ma'am.
you don't play for free. And not only that, like you said, one wire can cost $30. So
Yes, ma'am.
so like have you been to Atlanta to DJ?
No, ma'am. Never been to Atlanta to a DJ.
I I thought that's what you said. More like you haven't been to Atlanta to like Augusta
No,
and
ma'am.
that area.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you been to Georgia at all?
No, ma'am. Close I got to Georgia when I came up there where you all were.
And yeah, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
We got to get you down.
Yes, ma'am.
We got to
It'll be an honor. It'll be an honor. It'll be an honor.
I know because y'all showed out, that night. That see, Lance did his thing, and honey, you was amazing on that microphone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
And
you.
we talked about y'all. We really did because we had a really and I told C, I was like, how do y'all practice this stuff?
But you know what? This is the God heaven truth. We have
He
never
told
practiced
me.
together. We
He
have never
told
practiced.
me.
And most of the time, like I already be like I say, I've been blessed and like I be booked up way ahead of time. So
Mm,
it's not too often that me and him get to do something together. But hopefully, Lord say the same coming 2025. Then he's booked more or whatever, and we can book together, and we can, when he do a show, I'm right there with him or whatever. Because
that's
I feel like we do the best when we are together.
y'all do. Y'all
Yes,
do
ma'am.
a really good job. If we can't get y'all to Augusta, get y'all to Atlanta. We might have to get y'all on live
Yes, ma'am.
to,
Yes,
to
ma'am.
show out or something because yeah. So what advice would you give a newcomer as a DJ?
Don't know everything. Don't be scared to step out of your. Don't try to do what everybody else. What worked for one DJ might not work for you.
Ooh,
So
say that.
try to find your own lane and stay in your lane.
Say
So
that. Say that.
uh, and just mind your business. Try to get along with everybody. Don't try to knock nobody, and just say pray it up.
That's some good advice. That's some very good advice. Very good advice. And how do you use your social media for getting your music out? Well, getting your DJing skills
Yes,
out. Do
ma'am.
you
I don't with this truck. A lot of times I don't get to get on Facebook much as I want to. But I try to get on, like if I'm doing some stuff, because I got like 3 flyers I need to have out for the end of the week. But I'll try to get my flyers out and share them much as I can. But I don't be on social media as much as feel I need to, and I need to what you call it, professionalize
Oh,
your page.
mhm,
Yes,
mhm. I
ma'am.
know what you're talking about.
Digital creator, whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
But mostly just word of mouth, just go like that.
Well,
Old
if you
school
do,
with it.
if you're doing that with just word of mouth, just imagine when you can and listen what I'm getting ready to say, and I don't do it, but I know it works.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, you can go ahead. My sister always have to tell me what she know what I'm trying to say. You can go ahead and like post, but have it scheduled for another day.
Yes, ma'am.
Scheduled posts or whatever. She gonna come on here and tell me
Okay.
because I need to do the same thing. I'm real bad about it because
Yes,
I,
ma'am.
I feel like I be like, well, dang, I got a little bit of downtime. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna sit there, but I guess it won't hurt for 30 minutes just to go ahead and go on and set up all your posts for that week. Then we
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
we won't even have to worry about it. But look, that's just me, and
Yes,
I'm not
ma'am.
even doing it. But I,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
guess we both need to try that.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
guess because if you're doing all this with just word of mouth,
Yeah, word of mouth. And I've been man, and another one time for Big Cuddy, I see Big Cuddy on here and everybody else from my hometown, Wayne County. Salute. But also Miss Vicky, like I say, I got a pretty nice resume. I did two of King George shows, did FPJ, Marcellus, a lot of them in Southern Soul. I've been blessed to say I have done their shows or whatever.
oh
Blessed to have done their
wow.
shows. Yes,
Most
ma'am.
definitely, then. So you've been on a lot of big shows because those are big shows.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, congratulations.
Well,
Look,
thank you,
well
thank you, thank you,
deserved. Well
thank you, thank you,
deserved.
thank you.
Which area do you DJ mostly at? Is it just Mississippi a
Mainly
lot?
Mississippi, mainly Mississippi. Some parts of southwestern Alabama, but mainly Mississippi.
Mainly Mississippi. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
well, we're gonna have to get you that. You and C back down here,
Yes,
when it get
ma'am.
a little when it get warm, because this cold weather, honey. So what's your social media handles?
Uh, Glenn DJ down South Gully. Uh, I don't know my Instagram because Lord knows I never get on it. But
I
mainly
feel you.
Glenn DJ down South Gully on Facebook. Uh, I got to get me a TikTok. I don't have a TikTok.
I feel you.
So so basically that's about it.
I
Um,
feel you.
Facebook.
Yeah, YouTube. Need to get you a YouTube.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I need to get me a YouTube. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Yes,
got one,
ma'am.
but I don't push it. I'm trying to tell you all of this stuff, and I don't even push
Hey,
my stuff.
hey, hey. I'm soaking it in though, Miss Vicky. I'm soaking it in. I'm soaking it in.
But I said 2025. I am definitely doing better with my social media. I'm going to do much better. And
Yes, ma'am.
so what do you have planned for the holidays?
Well, for the holidays, let's see. This coming Saturday, I got an all black formal event.
Ooh,
For a young man named Mr. Keyshawn McLaughlin, whatever, he's turning 30 years old. I'm doing that Saturday. And then next Sunday, I go to Central Nail, Alabama. I got a lady's 70th birthday party I'm doing. And then I go to a club in Laurel, Mississippi. No, no, no. I'm jumping ahead of myself. November 23rd, I go to a club in Laurel, Mississippi, Club Eyes. One time for Miss Matta Keys. Um, then the following weekend, that's when I go to Central Nail that Sunday. And then the following weekend, I got a place called State Line, Mississippi. I got a young lady's 40th birthday. Uh, then December the 13th, I think it's the 13th, it's the following Sunday, I got a family Christmas party. And then
ooh, yeah.
like 2 months, but I can't just rattle it off on top of my head. But I'm
Yeah, you
still,
booked and
I'm busy.
busy.
I'm busy. I'm busy. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. I'm busy.
How do you manage being on the truck, keeping up with that? Like,
Well, mostly I get in, I leave out on Sundays, and I come in like on Thursday, Friday. So like most time on Fridays, I got a daughter that's in the 8th grade. So that Friday night, I be done told her to find a movie. Me and her always watch a movie that Friday night. And then so that Saturday, most time I'm running. And no matter what I do that Sunday, I mean that Saturday night, that Sunday, I got to get back in this truck. I got to go. I got to go. Cause this what pays the bills.
didn't you didn't you have two shows that that Saturday you came to Anniston. You like left one
Left one
and
that came.
came.
Yes, ma'am.
Man, that's
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I'm talking about. Get it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Get
ma'am.
it, get it, get it. That's what I'm talking about. And like you said, no matter what go on, you get in that truck on
Got to.
Sunday and you
Got
go
to.
to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Well, I'm
Yes, ma'am.
so glad that we finally got you on this show. I told you we had to get you on this show
Yes, ma'am.
so we can
Look,
talk
Miss
about.
Vicky. Now you booked and busy too, cause this was way back this summer, or whatever, and this was the first slot you had open. So now we're gonna talk about somebody being booked and busy.
Yes, God is good.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
my sister is even better. She keeps
Yes,
me
ma'am.
booked and busy. I'm super blessed. And, next year, I'm super excited about some of the things that I'm planning on doing next year. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I am. Because y'all came down.
I think it was in August, first August, last of July, somewhere up in there. I'm
Yeah,
really not
yeah.
sure. Somewhere up in there, that neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. It was some months ago. You're right. And it was hot, too.
Yes,
And
it
yeah.
was pretty. Yes, ma'am. It was pretty hot.
Yeah, I said, let's try to get him in before the end of the year now.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
said, pull some strings for me, sis.
Yes,
Pull some
ma'am.
strings. But I'm serious. We're gonna have to come up with something. I've had a lot of artists ask me, well, Miss Vicky, come on now. We need to do something.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I would love to bring, you guys either to Augusta, to my hometown.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
really would, but
And I tell you, that spot that we came to, there is a nice spot. There's a nice spot, plenty of room, a nice
yeah,
spot, nice
it
spot.
is, isn't it? That
Yes,
would.
ma'am. Very nice spot.
Yes, it is. And they had got everything all shined up and clean and polished.
Yes,
Honey,
ma'am.
yes, the clubhouse and it's spacious too.
Yes, ma'am.
And how they had the stage, that
Yes,
that
ma'am.
was nice. Everything was really, really nice. We're gonna get y'all back out there too. We just
Yes, ma'am.
it's
Everything take
coming.
time.
We speaking it into existence. We
Yes,
speaking
ma'am.
into existence. So I'm gonna ask you this one last question before you go.
Okay.
If there was anybody, I don't care, Southern Soul, R&B, rap, any of that you could DJ for, who would it be?
It'll have to be Southern Soul. Uh, and I would have to say, like, and the reason why I'm finna get this name right here is because, like, he's Southern Soul, and he's not only an artist, he's an entertainer, a hell of an entertainer. It'll be Big Rob.
Oh
Big Rob.
yeah, Big
Yeah,
Rob.
Big Rob.
Yeah,
It'd be Big Rob.
yeah. Big Rob is definitely an entertainer.
He's an entertainer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was supposed to. Big Rob. I think I had him. I want to say the first beginning of this year.
Yes, ma'am.
But he couldn't get connected on, and we have to reschedule. But this year I just been booked, but I can't wait to get him back on because he's doing his thing too.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah. All right, down south. Is there anything else that you want to leave with us?
Nothing but just keep doing your thing. And look, for everybody that ain't listened to Country Girl C Lindsay, please download it, stream it, share it. Uh, just get at him. And once again, one time for Big Cuddy or whatever, he do a lot of producing in the studio for him. But I just thank you for the opportunity, and thank your sister for working with me for trying to get me on this live because we was having some technical difficulties in the beginning,
Yeah.
but we made it work. We made it work.
I don't know what's going on, but you're not the first one to say that since they changed up some stuff. On yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But hopefully the next time you come on, you won't have that problem.
Yes, ma'am.
But we got to get you back on. We're gonna be reaching out to see what we can come up with. Because I would definitely love, like I said, to get you guys back somewhere here,
Yes, ma'am.
Georgia, wherever,
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere. Are you guys coming to the AMG Awards?
No, he mentioned it to me, but I'm already booked on that Saturday night or whatever. I'm already booked. He had mentioned it to me or whatever. He had told me you had told him about it, but I'm already booked for that Saturday night.
Well, that's how it
Yes,
goes.
ma'am.
Next year, the next year you might be able to come in. But
Lord say the same. The next year, as soon as I get a date, I'll make sure I come.
I know that's right. I know that's
Make
right.
sure
Well,
I come.
everybody give it up for DJ Down South. He is one of the baddest DJs on that microphone. Yeah. He has the radio voice. And he just cutting up now. This is not his serious voice. He just cutting up. But he has the best radio voice and DJ voice that you could ever hear. And I'm so serious about that. And anytime you need Live with Vickey P, you know how to get in touch with us. We are always here for you.
Well, I thank you so very much, and you have a blessed evening, okay?
You do too. Thank you so much, DJ Down South. And you have happy holidays, and we'll definitely be in touch. Because see, Lindsay, we be in touch all the time.
Yes, ma'am. And look, you tell Unc I said what's up, all right?
Well, he back there. I think he looking. I think
probably
I saw
looking at
him
the game. He probably looking at the game, man.
Listen, I think he about tired of football with
Don't tell me he a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Child, you can't tell him nothing about Dallas.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you what he said.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's about Dallas or what, but we were just sitting down there. We were just watching football game. I don't know what we were talking about. Somebody must have had some key players out.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think whoever he was talking to, they was like, well, I don't think they're going to do well because, such and such out, this key player out, this key. And he was like, well, why? Because he don't call me Vicky, he called me why. He said, I just don't understand what they mean, key players. He said, well, all of them are players because they're in the NFL. What difference does it make?
So what difference do it make, huh?
He said, what difference does it matter? All of them are in the NFL. If they can't play, they should have them on the team.
Hey.
Yeah, but he is Dallas Cowboy and LSU child.
He took 2 bad ones this weekend. Ooh.
He been sick.
Yeah.
He been sick.
But
But you mad him, so he's already stern.
Yes,
so
yes.
You can all imagine how his baby looks. So I can't really say.
Hey, Unc ain't no little man either now. Unc ain't no little man. I don't want to make Unc mad.
But he just a little teddy bear. But yeah, he had this little, and then he tried to look mean, child.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop. You are not mean, so stop. But anyway, I would definitely tell him that you said what's up. I definitely
Okay.
did.
Well, I like to thank you once again for having me on, and I hope this won't be the last time. And you have a happy holidays and all of the above.
All right, and it won't be the last time. We family now. We locked in, so we family.
Hey, I'm finna go jump in this shower and give me some yard pimp and lay it down for the night.
I know that's right. Me too, honey. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys. See, I just wanted to bring something different. Let's bring some of the DJs, some of the promoters, some of production. I just want to have a little bit of everything. Because listen, Southern Soul is not just about the singers. It's about the producers. It's about the DJs. It's about promotion. It's about all of that. It's like a big gumbo. But I am going to play that song one more time with C. Lindsay for the ones that's on here that didn't hear it on the intro. So this is the song that he was talking about with C. Lindsay, and it's called Country Girls, and I do not own the rights to this music.
Did this.
One day I was talking with a good friend of mine, my boy down south. He looked at me, he said, "See." I said, "Yeah, man." My partner said, "You ain't had no good loving until you had you some country girl loving." I said, "Oh yeah." He replied, "Best thing since sliced bread." Next thing he said, "I'm finna take you where they at." And I said, "Man, where they at, man?" He said, "Just come on and take a ride with me." Y'all listen to my story about this country girl. See, I was riding with my partner down the back road, headed to a spot that I ain't never seen before. Got my boots and I got my brim on. Gonna get my head back soon as all this hen gone. We pulled up to the spot, my. I seen this fine thing on a side by side. Hey, baby looking so good. I know I'm finna have me a time in the woods. Listen, if God made any other kind of woman, he must've kept it to himself. I went down to the trail ride. I had to see for myself. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. Go ahead and get you smell swear this country girl, man, got my mind gone. Camo shirt with her dukes and her boots on. Don't live with mama, baby girl, got her own home. She bout her business, plus she fine, man, she grown. And with them country girls, man, I like them all. Slim, thick, red, black, short or tall. Yeah. Baby girl, a go get her. You gotta have more than some money just to get her. Listen, if God made any other kind of woman, he must have kept it to himself. I'm glad I went to the trail ride. I got to see for myself. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. Gon' have the kitchen smelling good on a Sunday. Talking about them country girls. I heard them girls do it better in the country. They independent and they got their own money. They real fine and they got some good loving. Talking about them country girls. I like them country girls down in Alabama. Them Georgia peaches from Atlanta to Savannah. The Carolinas, Florida, and Louisiana. Talking about them country girls. Tennessee, Arkansas, talking Texas. Ain't about no drama, ain't no bringing up no exes. In Mississippi, man, you know they stay ready. Talking about them country girls.
All right, that's C. Lindsay, Country Girls. But thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in on Live with Vickey P. Just like I try to tell you, it's gonna always be a vibe. So on Wednesday, I have none other than bad news. So you guys definitely don't want to be tardy for this party because, of course, we're gonna always have a good time. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a good night.